everyone. Welcome back to the community feed. My name is Hinano, and let's get into it. And before we start, you guys, the community feed today is going to be a little bit different because I wanted to showcase mainly the community and not necessarily projects. I mean, we will be talking about community members in certain projects today, but specifically, this feed will be dedicated to the community itself and not necessarily the projects that we're in. Having said that, the first community member we're going to talk about is Kid Arcade. Today, he did a really wonderful thing. He did a live stream, and it was a giveaway live stream. It was just like out of the blue. I go onto YouTube, and all of a sudden, I see his thumbnail, and he's giving away this bat kiss that he just created to 20 lucky community members on X. He spun a wheel. He did all kinds of stuff. He even gave away some other things as well on his live stream this morning. But this is the bat kiss, everyone. So big shout out to Kid Arcade for doing this for the community and always just being stand up. The guy's so energetic. He's all over the place. And what I mean, he's all over the place. Like, guys, you got to get his attention sometimes because he's moving at like 5,000 miles an hour. But that's okay. You know what? Sooner or later, he'll see your messages. I'm talking about the comments. Go watch one of his live streams. He's just a bundle of energy. Sometimes he goes faster than the comments and keep up with him. But shout out to you, Arcade. This is beautiful. I did not win one, but that's okay. You know, he's given the podcast so many things in the past. He's been a huge supporter with us. So shout out to you and shout out to everyone that was able to get this piece. Beautiful, beautiful. Not for sale. Not for sale. You can only be given these. He's not selling these. This is giveaways. So moving on. This guy, the Juju ambassador himself. Special thanks to Vivi Arcade for these amazing airdrops. Number 96 and number 2. Number 2. At first, I didn't know you could win twice, but this guy won twice. You know why he won twice? Because he's a Juju ambassador. I love your style and keep on doing what you're doing. The bat kiss. Shout out to you, Bones. And by the way, you guys, if you haven't yet, Bones has a YouTube channel. I'm repetitious, but for the people that's never seen the program before, Bones has a YouTube channel. He also has his X. Give him a follow. He's really good with a lot of information because he's got his hands in a lot of these projects that we're actually in within our space. So if you need any help, go check this guy out. I'm sure he'll be willing to help you. Or just have a conversation with the guy. He's fun to talk to as well. He's another one with a lot of energy. So shout out to you, Bones. Once again, I'm not surprised. Moving on. Okay. I know I wasn't going to talk about projects, and we're not even going to play this video because I played this yesterday. In fact, you guys, if you've noticed, at the very end of the community feeds episode yesterday, I kind of cut this in because while I was editing the community feed yesterday, Vivi decided to drop this. And I'm like, okay, great. I don't want to talk about this today. So I ended up splicing it into yesterday's community feed. So, but anyways, we all kind of know what this is about. We don't know what they're dropping, but the news for this comes tomorrow. I'm sorry, not tomorrow. It comes on Friday. So we're just going to have to wait. But the reason why I wanted to show this because, you know, our dear friend, our local blog writer for GoCollect, what I mean local is in our community, he writes lots of speculation on that VV official Commenting Crypto post yesterday. So maybe fun resharing my GoCollect blog now on Medium to two eyeballs, how the focus on edition numbers collecting has evolved. He's talking about mint numbers, actually. Grab a coffee and enjoy. Maybe a muffin, too. I've actually read this, but, you know, you guys should check it out right here. Give it a click. Give it a read. It may give you some insight. It also may give you some clues as to what this might be. Who knows? Moving on. And shout out to Chris. If you guys haven't yet, he's a mint hunter. He's also an entrepreneur, but he's also a stand-up dude. Give him a follow right here. Check him out. Really cool guy. Moving on. Okay. Steve. You got to love Steve with all his inspirational, motivational speeches. So let's hear what Steve has to say. Now, you guys, Steve is a straight shooter. And let's hear what Steve has to say.
Hey, what's up, asshole? Thank you for all the help during the good and bad times. I really care about your health, your wealth, and your success. Thank you for everything. I love you. Let's go there. Let's get it done.
Like I said, the man's a straight shooter, and I love it. Thank you, Steve. I hope you're doing well. And moving on. We got David, Fanny, and Dan. Let's see here. I'm not French. I'm not going to read any of that, but let's make this upcoming meetup with the fam great. Oh, for a minute there, I thought I forgot Dan's name. He hasn't been around. He hasn't been in the spotlight in a while. So, but yeah, basically David, Dan, and Fanny, they're getting ready for CryptoXR. It looks like it's going to be a really fun time for the people overseas, and I'm really happy for them. They weren't able to attend DCon 2023, and they didn't have anything happen in, I think, DCon London this year. So this is good for them. I'm sure they're going to have a great time. I don't know when there's parties, but I'm sure we'll see some pictures trickle in and out on the feed. But whoever's going, have a blast, have fun. And the one thing I say, okay, one advice: put this thing down. Put this thing down. I know people are calling saying film, post. I just said post, right? I'm just bad. But when I attended DCon, I didn't really put too many pictures up until I was done. So that's just a suggestion. You guys do what you will. I mean, pictures are fun, but enjoy yourselves, fam. Enjoy yourselves. Have a good time. And that's exactly where I'm going to leave this at. Moving on. All right. Dari Gems. Mark your calendars for Friday, January 26th of 2024 at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time as Key Collector 98's first show of the new year, coming in with some bangers. You can show your support simply by bookmarking, attending, chatting, and tapping the screen for love. Now, guys, I've mentioned this before already, so you don't have to hear me repeat myself, but it's a great show. It's on Friday. Check it out. That's all I'm going to say. Moving on. Biscuits. Here's something I wanted to read from Biscuits right here. It's a good read. Sometimes speculation happens because of lack of communication. A lot of people aren't comfortable with the unknown, so they try to figure it out with the information they already have. I think speculation can be a good thing sometimes. For example, back in the caveman days, you're out picking berries, but round red berries are poisonous. So you find another species of oval red berries, but you speculate they could possibly be poisonous too. I would be a dumb caveman. I got to tell you right now. I see a berry, I'll probably eat it. You sit there and wonder whether or not this berry will kill you. You don't know for a fact if it will, but the other berry would. You end up taking the gamble and trying the oval berry. You'll either live or die, and that's why you invest, gamble at your own risk. I see what you did there, Biscuits. I see you. If you don't have all the answers, I think it's smart to weigh the pros and cons and talk about it. If it's risky, you already know you can win or lose, but it's up to you. Do your own due diligence and make the decisions that's right for you. I can't disagree with any of that. 100%, 100%, 100%. You are your own decision. We'll leave it at that. Thank you so much, Biscuits. Moving on. Hey, right here is MetaMona. Let's hear what MetaMona has to say. This was a really good read as well from her. Let's see what she has to say. Who's behind the PFP? Profile picture for all those people that don't know what that means. Behind every profile picture, there's a story waiting to be told. What if we replace that unshaved monkey with your actual face? Your face isn't just a photo. It's a badge of authenticity, a symbol of trust. It's the first step in building your brand, your community. It's about making us want more. Showing your face, that's the game changer. It's the key to building credibility. It makes you real to us, creates a connection. Your face is your brand's ambassador. It's what captures attention in those first 10 seconds. It's the hook that makes someone click to learn more. No wonder we don't have any views. Your real face, your true identity, it skyrockets your chances of getting that follow, that awaited DM, that next big opportunity. It tells us you're serious, here to connect, to build, to collaborate. Show your face, anchor your presence. Very good looking as well, Metamona. You're studying. 100%. I agree with her. 100%. In fact, I think I wrote down here. What did I write? Where am I? I'm somewhere down here. Well, anyways, I wrote to her. Oh, wait, there I am. There we go. So I wrote, I completely agree. Show that face, blemishes and all. Me personally. Sometimes being authentic requires a little vulnerability and transparency. P.S. You're killing it. She writes back, blemishes and all took me out. You nailed it on the head. Building trust does require a level of vulnerability and transparency. Now, I understand some people don't want to share their face, and I get it. It's the internet. You don't know what's going to happen. AI can copy your face. But she does make a point. If you're trying to do a community, if you're trying to put yourself out there, if you're trying to actually start, the level of trust comes with your face. Now, there's a lot of people that haven't showed their face that does a really good job, and 100% kudos for them. They figured it out. They got it. They don't need to show their face because they already went past that trust. People trust them because either they're consistent, they provide constructive criticism or valuable information, or they educate you. So to all those people, and I'm not going to name names, kudos to you and shout out to you, and let me know what the secret is for that, because maybe then you guys wouldn't have to see my ugly mug. But I'm here. You're looking at me. Thank you, MetaMona. Super awesome. And like I said, she's killing it right there. She's going to have an interview with David Yu, Will Weinraub, and I believe Luca from Pudgy Penguins. So looking forward to that. I'm not really sure when that is, but I think she said it somewhere in the socials. So give her a follow right here, you guys, if you haven't checked her out yet. MetaMona is a valuable addition to our community. And I'm looking forward to more of the journalism that she will bring to the space. She's a professional. So love it. Thank you, MetaMona. Moving on. This is interesting right here. This guy is back. He's back, everyone. He writes, here's a glimpse of, can you guess my first guest? Set to premiere on my channel on Friday. There's a lot of stuff happening on Friday, guys. Maybe D and I should cancel Aloha Friday. There's so much stuff going on. There's competition that day. We're still going to have it. But apparently he's got this new thing called Between Two Waltz with Evolve, which is an offshoot of Between Two Ferns. Have you guys seen Between Two Ferns? It's hilarious. It's a roast. Go Google that. Between Two Ferns, if you don't know what I'm talking about. But Evolve has a guest coming on. He wouldn't even leak to me. Come on, buddy. You wouldn't even leak to me who you got on the channel. So I am like you guys. I'm in suspense. I have to wait. So looking forward to Friday. And if you guys haven't, give this guy a follow. He took a break. He went to, do some IRL stuff. Better himself with his IRL stuff, as in skills and trainings and stuff like that, schooling. And also he's a family man, so I totally get it. But he's back whenever he can come back, and he's killing it. I mean, the one thing I love about this guy is his authenticity comes natural. And if you're watching, man, don't let your head get big. I mean it. You're good at what you do. And I can't wait to see how this series moves for you. So if you guys haven't yet, go check him out. Give him a follow. He also has a YouTube channel, Evolved. Let's go. Okay, so this has nothing to do with projects or community, but I love the TV show. I read the article already, but if you guys want to give a glimpse of what may happen, may or may not, but Warner Brothers TV Group Chairman Channing Dungey hints that a fourth season of the acclaimed Apple TV Plus series Ted Lasso is still in the cards. Now, if you guys have seen the previous 3 seasons, the show's good. The show is phenomenal. I did not like soccer, football, whatever it's called. You know what I mean? Soccer, football, same thing. I was never a fan of the sport, and that's the reason why I never gave this TV show a chance. One night, D and I were bored, and we're like, throw it on. We stayed up till like almost 2-3 in the morning watching this thing. We got hooked. This thing is good. And if they bring back a 4th season, I'm going to binge it. I can't binge it, obviously. They're going to bring it week by week, but I mean, I would love to, but you know what I mean? I would love to binge it. I just want to see it, or just a movie. Give us something. This is great news, you guys. So happy about this. Wanted to share it. Moving on. And also, we'll probably talk about this more on our other show that is still in development, which is What the Flick. I'm taking my time with that one. That one is happening, but I want to streamline it. I just got a lot going on. So we'll probably talk more about Ted Lasso, movies in general on that segment. But anyways, moving on. So this was cool. They had, they as in Superstar Money, they had their collecting in a digital world once again this week. And this week I could hear them. Last week I couldn't hear anything. But this one was a very interesting space. And we'll discuss more about what happened. At the very top. So stay tuned. Oh, okay, guys. This is the last thing we're probably going to talk about tonight, or at least one of them. This is Steph Pseudo's post. Let's hear what she has to say. Hey, Cryptoys fam. I wanted to share a bit of news with you all. After 2 years of having an absolute blast with the Cryptoys team, I've decided to mix things up a bit on the personal front and explore a new chapter of my life. No need for any alarm bells, though the decision is all mine. There's no drama or secret plot twists involved. My time at Cryptoys has been a blast, and I'm seriously thankful for all the good vibes, support, and fun times we've had together. This is not about finding a new job or moving on for any specific professional reason or anything going on with the company. The truth is, I simply just want to take some personal time to travel and explore the world. I haven't had a chance to do that much before, and I would like to do that while I'm still in the phase of my life and have the opportunity to wander for a bit. Even though I'm switching gears as a team member to embark on this new personal journey, I'm still a big fan of Cryptoys and will be cheering on the Cryptoys as a community member and part of the family. I know firsthand just how many incredible things Cryptoys is currently working on, and I'm sure you'll all be excited about it as well once they are all released. I plan on taking a bit of a break from social so I can fully enjoy traveling, but after that, I do still plan to be active in the community. So this is not a goodbye. You'll still be seeing me here on Discord and on X and elsewhere on the internet when I'm back. Big shout out to the entire Cryptoys crew, the community, and everyone who's been part of this ride with me. I know Cryptoys is going to keep crushing it and spreading good vibes, and I'm looking forward to still being a part of that with you all here in this amazing community. As far as I'm concerned, and I know there's a lot of people out there that have their opinions about Cryptoys or people. I don't have any opinions other than, well, I do have one, and I'm going to just tell you this. To me, she was and is still the heart and soul of this community. And I wish her well on her travels. And we see you when you see you, Steph. Terrible. I'm terrible at goodbyes. I kind of said that in the Twitter space. Speaking of the Twitter space, I wanted to play a little excerpt on that Twitter space. I told you guys we're going to talk about this. Collecting in the digital world. Let's hear what they have to say, because they said something very, very interesting in here. At least we all did. I was even in this myself. But I'm going to play a little excerpt right here from Will.
So I'll kick this off real quick by I want to reshare the story of how Steph and I connected and how we initially met. I've shared the story before a few times, but for folks that haven't heard it, I think it's worth sharing. So, this was back in 2021. We were just starting to get the company going. We formed On-Chain Studios so that we could start really, building this Cryptoys digital toy platform. And it was just the 5 co-founders, me, JT, Freddie, Emilio, and Fonz. And, we were raising some capital. We were, just building out the team. And the very first, hire we decided to make was we're going to bring in somebody that could help us build the community, right? Somebody that could help us run the Discord and whatnot. And this was around the same time, if y'all remember, 2021, where NBA Top Shot was like the thing, right? Top Shot was blowing up left and right. Everybody wanted to get a Top Shot pack. Top Shot packs were selling out. If you weren't quick, you would lose out on it, etc. And it was just really a crazy time for the space. Obviously, 2021 was really crazy, but like Top Shot was like leading the charge. So I had like all these group chats on WhatsApp and whatnot, where like, you know, people would talk about Top Shot and how to score a pack, because if you scored a pack, you were like really in a good position because there was so much demand for it. So so you know, there was all this activity going on, and we had one buddy in the chat that every single time that Top Shot released a pack, he would score. We would all strike out. We would all sell. You know, we would, every time we tried, they were all sold out. We couldn't get in time. But this one guy, every single time, he was scoring a Top Shot pack. And we kept like bothering him for a while. Like, what's his secret? What's his secret? And like, finally, after a few days, he's like, fine. I'll tell you my secret. So my secret is to scoring Top Shot packs is there's an account on Twitter. Her name is Steph Pseudo. You follow Steph and you set your notifications for on so that every time she tweets, you get a notification. And Steph, basically what she does is she's always in the Discord, the Top Shot Discord. And every single time that they do, because at the time they were called stress test drops, where like out of the blue, they would do a drop to just like test out the servers because there was so much demand. So do this like stress test drops. So every time there was a stress test drop, Steph would be like in the Discord. So she would hear firsthand, and then boom, she would like tweet about it. So she was like the inside source for the people that, you know, could not, like, I think 90% of people don't check Discord. You know, they're on Twitter. So Steph would be like the inside information for what was going on in Discord. Like, there's a drop coming in an hour. Like, you know, get ready, get in the queue. Da, da, da. So the big alpha that I got that day was like, you follow Steph Pseudo. If you want to score packs, you follow Steph Pseudo. So I started following Steph, and, you know, just she's one of the best follows on Twitter in the space because she's just such a ray of light and positivity and good energy. And started following her, and yeah, it was awesome because like she was always in the loop, and I'd see when packs were dropping, I'd be able to score a couple, etc. And then like as we were really looking at candidates, like who are the people that we're gonna bring on to run the Discord and the community, I was like, Steph would be the best fit. Like, oh my God, she's amazing. So I reached out to her on Twitter via DM. You know, I shot my shot, and we got into a back and forth, and we jumped on a Zoom call. And the rest is history. You know, I told her about the company, and she got very excited about it and circled back. And you know, it was we didn't interview any other candidates. It was just one interview. Like I interviewed Steph, and I was like, that's it. This is the one. This is the person that we want running it. And I'm grateful that she felt the same way. And yeah, that's how the whole thing came together. So we were very fortunate. And Steph joined the company back then, and this was in I don't think mid 2021. And Steph, you could also, you know, probably share with the team, like you probably thought this would only be for a few months. Here's this random cool NFT project. I'll do this for a few months and see how it goes. And then 2.5 years later, here we are. But I'm glad you said yes, and I'm super glad that you chose to be on this journey with us. And again, to give you your flowers, there is not a better person in this space. I think Steph represents everything that is right about this space. This is a very emerging space with a lot of different layers to it. But Steph represents the brightest and the most positive aspects of the space, and we're just grateful to have been in your orbits for these last few years, and just wanted to shout you out for all the amazing things that you've done so far.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Was really nice, and I do appreciate the opportunity. I do remember it kind of seemed like it's crazy that it was 2.5 years ago, but like I just remember the moment like it was yesterday, especially as you're like describing and telling the story. Yeah, and it's crazy how fast time flies. But I actually didn't. I picked working for Cryptoys because this was like one of the like very small few projects where I was like, okay, I think this will last more than a few months. Because yeah, at the time, especially in a bull market, like so many projects were coming out, and it was really hard to distinguish the difference between like what was just a quick, you know, this is just going to be like, yeah, couple month project, or something that's going to be long term. And then, yeah, all I had to do was really just do research on the founding team, and mostly do research on Will, and then see all this experience that you've had. And it was like, okay, this is a no-brainer that this is a legit company and I can actually like work for this as a career. And it's definitely been one of the best career decisions that I've made. So it's been an honor working here. And I told the team as well this, but like definitely I've grown so much in this company and learned more than any other company I've ever worked for. And so, yeah, it's just been an awesome experience, and including, the ambassadors, Superstar Money, and all the community members in here. I feel like we all know each other. So it's not just like a job for me. It's like also just making friends, Poof, we sync every single day. So it's been great just having a friend to work with. And yeah, it's definitely like, bittersweet, but yeah, you guys already know that I'm the type of person, I like to change things up and I like change. So I'm definitely also excited for the next chapter of my life. But yeah, definitely also going to miss a lot of people, but I am still going to be a part of the community, as I have so many Cryptoys I'm very involved in as a collector as well.
All right, guys, we're going to stop it right there. If you want to catch the replay, go and follow Superstar Money right here. It is on their X profile, and just hit the play button right here. There may be some special guests at the very end, like maybe D and I. Maybe you're going to have to listen to find out. But as I said before, safe journey, Steph, and we wish you well, and you're going to be sorely missed. But like she said, she's still going to be a part of this community, and we're looking forward to interacting with you when you come back on your walkabout. Anyways, you guys, that has been the community feed. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Like I said, I was trying not to talk too much about projects and more about the people. Let me know if you want me to do more of these, less projects and more about the people. Just trying to change things up a little bit. But anyways, that is it for the community feed today. We appreciate everyone for tuning in every single time. Until the next one, you guys, take care and aloha.